too smooth, that mud talking to have your ass in a wreck. Who's signing your check? Pussy better do what he says. We shutting down shows. Ain't gotta put no price in your head. Man, I'm coming for your tongue for all that shit that you said.
Gonna make the profiles boom, 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 boom. What it is, I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is, but before I do that, I'm gonna tell you exactly what it ain't. What it ain't is no bullshit, man. This is real talk, real speak, real spit from a real one. Man, still sharp and still, you already know how we do it. But before we get into today's profile, we're definitely going to get into some real life shit when I say, man, happy birthday to my boy, Beanlow. Man, it's a birthday week, man. We just had my boy Sin City's birthday. A day one subscriber, one of my loyal, true subscribers, man. A real friend, a brother in real life. And now it's my boy Beanlow's birthday. So happy birthday to my boy Bean out of that Westside Modesto, Westside boys. You already know what it is, man. A lot of history there. Man, it ain't no mystery, yo, history based on the simple fact that a punk ass Mark got snatched in the dark and now we just like that. I'ma told you once, but never twice. I'm a motherfucker on the run with a gat and a pack and a strap and a knife and a Tech 22 size gun. My boy Beanlow, represent, man, respects. Now let's get straight to this profile at hand, because steel's gonna sharpen steel. We're talking about a true soldado, someone who represented to the fullest his calle, his barrio, his city. We're talking about Johnny Soldier Boy Magdeleno de Salinas. Headquarters, Salas, the hub, where it really goes down, man. If you're from Northern California or even Southern California, shout out to the Sureños, the real ones, y the perros, bulldogs. I will say this. Everybody knows Salas is headquarters. Always has been, always will be, right? It's the city of no pity where they get real gritty. Okay, motherfuckers will put it down in Salinas. Every barrio gets their respect, whether it be Norteno barrios, who are the predominant group there, or even Sureño barrios. Shout out to the Waggles and Posada and all these different groups that have been putting it down for several years and establishing and planting their flags for what they truly believe in. For that, it's the ultimate respects. I've always respected Salas. Salinas is different. Okay, I've done a lot of time with real ones. We're talking about Frosty. We're talking about Spookillo. Yes, the Islas Casitas. You already know how I do it, man. That's my boy for 30 plus years. We're talking about Shorte de Casitas. So we're talking about so on and so forth. There's so many real ones like Garfield, rest in peace. And oh my, Shotgun and fucking, and the list can go on and on and on and on. And there's a whole bunch of names I won't mention here because I'm scared they're like, Gunner, just say it. Say it, motherfucker. Say it, right? Chale, respects to you individuals as well, though. Salinas is real. The real deal, Holyfield with 2 ears, no doubt. But I will say this, Johnny Soldier Boy Magdeleno came up on those rough streets of Salinas. And anybody that knows the city of Salinas knows that, yes, it's a Norteño-based city. There are other gangs. There's some Brown Priders. There's some Sureños. There's some Cripas. And they're all representing getting down with what they truly believe in. But at the same time, the Norte has always been the dominant group there. They've always held it down in the city of Salas for the most part, on the utmost. And they are respected, okay? This is a controlled city by an organization that has an iron fist. They don't play, right? And everybody's there that if you're involved in a Norteño barrio or anything as such with the Northern cause, you're going to be laced up accordingly. You're going to know the wiggle. And I'm not just talking about Salas. I'm talking about all the surrounding areas. Gonza, Monterey County, Stand Up, Grifas, all these real ones. I've met so many individuals over the years from all these different cities, these little towns. They are not to be slept on. The wiggleization is real. These guys will fuck your world off. You know what I mean? And then do it again. Rewind. That's how they get down. But Johnny Soldier Boy Magdeleno found himself involved in them same streets that I'm talking about. Growing up in the city of Salas, you're laced a different way. There's veteranos on every corner. And I'm going to tell you guys a little story about Salas and how I wiggled into the city of Salinas and what happened and what I seen just in the little small amount of time that I was there. This was my first time going to Salas. Me and the homeboys wiggled in. A homeboy had just got out of the California Youth Authority that I considered my taita. For those of you that don't know what a taita is, it's my, man, me and that motherfucker, that was my boy right there, right? That was my homie. We were fucking celled up for 2 years together. We did our thing in a northern fashion for the cause like a motherfucker. Oh, we, yo, Norteno. We were getting our strive on, homie. We were about our business. And this is the 96, 97. This was the late 90s. I had just paroled previously 2 months before from Carl Holton in Stockton. So I was out there wiggling, waiting on the little homeboy to get out. I'll say little homeboy, but he wasn't my little homeboy. He was my equivalent, my equal, my camarada, my brother, right? So anyways, but he was a small little dude. So anyways, the homeboy gets out. One of my homeboys gets at me and he's like, hey, watch out. The homeboy Shorte just got out. Let's go swoop him up in Salas and bring him back to the town so we can party and wiggle. We can show him how we get down in the city of Merced. Indubitably. I was down with the cause, and I'm sitting here like a baboso thinking that he knows the address. We're going to go straight pick the homeboy up. I'm going to know somebody pack a t-shirt, a slingshot, and start getting, and let's move. Let's move and groove. We're going to take you to the town and show you a good time. We're going to show you how we get down. We're going to show you some Norteño dead-end hospitality, okay? So we get to the city of Salinas, and there's a carload of us. We're in a drop-top Regal. I mean, we're in a fucked-up-ass Regal. Bullet holes all over the place. The gangbanging was real at that point in time. And then we get there, and the homeboy's like, I don't even know where he lives. Well, so I was like, how the fuck we gonna find him? He was like, Salinas can't be that big. There can't be that many short motherfuckers with red binders in their back pocket. Quite to the contrary, there was. On every corner, on every block. So I remember we were driving around for about an hour. We couldn't find the homie, so we had just about tapped out like Conor McGregor said, what the fuck, and gave up. When we see this little youngster all flamed up, hairnet, old school, East Los style, mobbing. He was just in his own shit, grooving. With a bag full of groceries in an hour later. Right? So we pull up on him like, hey, what's up, homie? Do you know homeboys from Casita, where they're at? He said, hey, I know there's new houses out there in Gonza and Gonzales. A lot of homeboys have moved out there from Casita. Go trip out. So we actually go out there, hit a couple corners, and there's the homeboy watering his grass. Quietly as it's kept, we swooped him up. And all I can say is that as we wiggled back through the city of Salinas, of course, he had to go back, pick up a few things to make his trip righteous. I will say that there was homeboys on every corner. I felt the Norte presence. The presence was there in the city of Salas. It was every block, every corner, every mural, every graffiti that was tagged up. It was Northern related. So the city of Salas, this is all you see growing up. And that's quite understandable. Growing up in the city of Merced, yes, it's very hood orientated, but there are certain parts of town where you can go there by the college and just kick it easy breezy, beautiful cover girl. But if you're on the west, of course, you already know you better wear a vest. Especially nowadays. These youngsters don't fuck around. They smack your shit. So anyways, I felt the Norte presence. I felt at home, you know, because I was actually an active Norteño with the activities. So to me, this was like home base. This is everything I heard about. This is a city that I well respected. So Johnny Soldier Boy Magdeleno, growing up there, I could only understand his plight. With knowing that eventually, man, being a young Chicano in the city of Salas, you're going to gravitate towards the norte. You're going to gravitate towards that light. Now, of course, there are sureños that are established. Nope. ¿Sabes qué? The wind's blowing. You're not going to bullshit anybody when I say that, yes, there are sureños established in the city of Salas. To what degree of establishment they have, I don't know, but they've been around since the 80s. So, ¿sabes qué? You do the math, okay? But anyway, so Johnny Soldier Boy Magdeleno grows up, you know, just like everyone else, every Chicano around him. He's seeing the Norte. He gets involved in the gang activities. He starts to get notoriety and gain respect on his name. Put some respect on it, like the Birdman. I need respect on my name, right? He starts to gain and be admonished and get respect. You know, he has the typical Norteño tattoos, Salinas, XIVs. He's busting eyes. He's letting people know he ain't no custer. He's 114% buster. He's with that business. He's down for whatever. And like I said, when you're in that gang life and you start to become notoriously known within your hood, your barrio, your turf, you get respect. With respect comes power. With power comes accomplishment. With accomplishment comes a whole lot of shit on your plato you might not want or can deal with. But this vato continues to strive for excellence. Right? Doing his thing. Anyways, quietly as it's kept, what happens is he finds himself ingrained and indulged into the Norte lifestyle, kind of pretty much more than others. Okay, see, there's Norte, there's Norteños, there's homies that are kicking it. They're just drinking, they're having a good time, they're representing the red paños, they're all flamed up. They're doing their thing, and then there's Norteño soldados, right? There's ones that are committed to the lifestyle. They believe in the true victory. They believe in the social status of equality. They believe in pushing our people further, you know, into the hemisphere of victory. They believe in the foundation that was established by the forefathers, what the soldados have bled and breathed for, and then they believe in the accomplishments are to be adhered to and admired and respected. And these are the true dedications of the soldados that, you know, are striving out there. And in Salas, you have a lot of them. So Johnny Soldier Boy, what happens is he starts to become respected as one of those true end souls, a vato that's really pushing the movement. Now, am I going to sit here and say, oh, he got pulled on this date and this is what happened and that? But I don't know. You know, I don't know the exact dates and times and to what degree of polarization, that's the new word of the day, he got pulled into. But I know that he was actually a big time striving Norteño, and it was well known out there. Now, in 2013, what had happened was he was out there with another individual named Chente. Okay, and he was basically Chente's right-hand man. Chente was holding it down for the city of Salas. He had it established for whoever he needed to have it established for. Respects to the vatos, we're not going to speak on their names. But he had things established for the northern cause, right? And it was all about making that feria and doing what you had to do to maintain your presence. You know, your presence needs to be felt at all times. And Soulja Boy was being his right-hand man, was right there because the smackalization was real. He was down to do whatever he had to do to show that he was committed to, you know, what was going on out there. So in 2013, he ends up getting caught up for a double robbery. You know, 2 robberies, Sasuke never hurt nobody. Look, Coke Money never hurt nobody. He gets caught up on 2 robberies and he gets incarcerated, okay? Of course, while incarcerated, they charge him with 2 attempted murders because Soa, you know, allegedly, he was involved in orchestrating, because of his status, orchestrating a couple removals. Now, for those of you that don't know removals are when a certain group organization, it could be anyone from north to south, Sangres, Bloods, Kumis, oh my, Bulldogs, whatever group it may be, actually they have someone that falls out of good standings. You know, he's not righteous in the organization's eyes, not righteous in the Casa's eyes. He did something, his character displayed some type of flaw to the point where he needs to go. He needs to be eradicated from the Casa because he poses a potential threat to the safety and security of the people. Not only that, he also might have a big mouth and say too much. And Sasuke, he's not supposed to be there. He can't be around riffraff or NGNs, what are no good Northerners, Sasuke, what they say I am, right? Anyways, but that's neither here nor there. If you know my story now, you know. Part 2's coming. So, the Vato, he's with it. You know, he's with it. Everybody knows who he is. So, of course, he starts to establish within the Monterey County Jail. Now, let me tell you about Monterey County Jail. No jokey joke. One of the most vicious county jails in Northern California. You got Santa Clara County, Free Kane. He's still sitting down. You got Monterey County, Merced County, Stanislaus County, Tulare County, and, of course, LA down south. So, that's a different animal right there. That's like a pinta. You know, that's like Chino itself. You know what I mean? Vatos are getting thrown off tiers over there. They're not playing. The pods, the modules, the wiggle is real. The Sureños know what's up. Anyone that's been to Los. Anyways, there's treacherous county jails throughout California, but Monterey County is a notorious county jail for Norteños, meaning Norteños have to be up to par. You can't have no smut on your name. And Soulja Boy knows this. So when Vatos are coming in, of course, he gets caught up in a couple different removals for which they charge him 2 attempted murders. Now, at the same time, all this is going on, the feds are already focused on the familia. They're already focused on the Northern organization, what's going on in Salas. They stay on Salas. And they stay on Salas that for no other reason that they know this is headquarters, this is the hub. They know that the establishment is real. It always has been. Flags are planted everywhere. Sasuke, what's that? Casitas, Waranda Boys, Bahama, Sandsters, Costa Plaza, Fremont. Vatos have been wiggling for many, many years. Many well-known barrios, all the way back to the original Fruit Stand Gang. Vatos been getting their issue on, right? So the feds know this, and they watch this. They stay on their toes. They stay on their headpieces. And in 2013, they conducted a 6-month-long investigation called Operation Snake Eyes, for which the main targets were this Vato Chente, as well as Johnny being his right-hand man, Soulja Boy. So, of course, they get caught up in this whole situation. Johnny facing, looking at Snake Eyes, having to go through that RICO operation or what they had going on there, Operation Snake Eyes. He ends up taking a deal on all this for 46 years. Yes, the man gets sentenced to 46 years. Now, you ask yourself, so you put the 4 over here and then the 6, yes. Baboso, 46 of them, 46 hot ones, right? Now, of course, a lot of authors from Salinas are doing LWAPs lives. My boy Spokil's doing 4 life sentences plus 111 years. So you would think 46 years, you got some get back. Quite possibly, but by that time, Sasuke, what are you trying to get back to? Viagra? It's over. It's pretty much over. So now comes the measure of a man. Are you going to continue to strive for what you truly believe in? Are you going to continue to strive for what you signed up for? Being a Norteño on the streets is easy. It's easy to throw on a red sweater or a red hat and say, I'm with the wiggle. It's easy to be handling your business, going out there and moving and grooving and doing what you got to do. That's a simple thing, right? But when you're incarcerated, that shows the true measure of a man. How you're going to conduct yourself with professionalism, with integrity, and stick to your grind, your word, your bolas, and your word is all you have in prison, right? And when you're looked at as a gang member of high esteem of status, people are going to look to you for some type of leadership. You got to display leadership qualities and leadership skills. If you don't have those, Sasuke, you're going to find yourself in a wreck and your shit's going to blow up. It's going to explode. Orderly, Ukraine. It's going to be ugly, right? That I guarantee. So anyways, Johnny Boy, Soulja Boy Magdeleno finds himself in this situation. Like I said, he had been wiggling and striving throughout his youth to accomplish what he accomplished within the organization, within the group. Am I going to sit here and say he got pulled into an organization? That's the word on the curb, but at the same time, it's neither here nor there for me to speak on. I will say that, yes, he did accomplish what his set goals were. Yes, he was part of a group segment, an organization, a mob, and yes, he was a well-laced member and very educated in his plight. Now, at the same time, he goes to Monterey County Jail. He gets caught up, man. It's just a lot compiled on his plate. And so being a young guy, man, and really having that career that you've had that's happened so fast within the Northern movement, I can understand his situational thinking. I can understand what he's thinking about when it's like, fuck, bro, this is a lot going on fast. Yeah, when you're out there doing crimes, that was good. They're going to give you a whole lot of time, right? And you're going to find yourself caught up. And then when you continue to go to county jails and function and do criminality, do criminal activities, you're also going to dig your hole deeper. Now, do I press or poison the people against that? Chale. If you're a striving gang member and you go in, you better respect the casa. You better defend your household, and you better stand true for what you believe. At the same time, man, if you don't want to find yourself caught up in that situation, keep your ass in the house, locked up, watching Captain Caveman or motherfucking Scooby-Doo. Whatever the case may be, at the end of the day, real gang members are doing real things, and it's real life, man. This is not for funds. This is for reals, right? No fakes. No for fakes. Anyways, so Soldier Boy being from Salas and having it and having the cora and having the mentality and having everything that it takes to be a true gang member finds himself caught up, and it's pretty much done. It's a wrap. He decides that if for no other reason, he's going to take a step back and he's not going to participate in the Ranger games anymore. Now, that's that man's decision. He chose to make a decision. Is he supposed to be looked at any other way? From my eyes, the way I look at it is he chose to become a man and do his own thing. Okay, from an organization standpoint, from a Norte standpoint, from a Sureño standpoint, from everyone else, of course they're going to feel some type of way. They're going to say, you know what, Sasuke, you couldn't hang with the big boys. But he was a big boy for several years. He just decided he no longer wanted to participate. His own reasoning behind it is not to be stepped on or talked shit about, man. He's to be respected because he played an intricate part into the puzzle of what really was going on in the city of Salinas. How it ended up, so I can't call it like an alcoholic. I just know that on December 19, 2014, man, he caught them 47 hot ones, and he decided that for no other reason, he was done with it. He no longer wanted to be part of the group for his own reasoning, and Sabasque, he pushed on, okay? The reason I speak on this individual is, man, he's a true Salinero, meaning he was a true product of the Salinas streets. Do I look at the end of his story any old way? Charlotte, back in the days, maybe I would have been like, Soldier Boy, Sasuke, watch out, we're coming, right? But now I see it for what it is, right? Being on the other side of the fence, being on the opposite side, I see it for what it is. And what I see is he was a kid at one point in time that moved fast with a purpose, but maybe too fast. You know, when you get caught up in that cycle, in the cities like Salinas, LA, Fresno, you can get caught up in that vicious cycle quick. It's all you see around you is gangbanging. You want to be that one, you know? So this is what I seen, and this is what happened. And so all I can say is to Soldier Boy, hey, respects, brother. Respects, carnal. You know, you chose to do what you chose to do. At the end of the day, man, am I going to look at him any type of way? Are you to look at him any type of way? Well, that's your decision. Everyone is opinionated. To me, the measure of a man and a gang member did everything he was supposed to do. And eventually, man, when he found himself caught up, he decided, you know what? It's time for a change. I've sacrificed and gave everything I can give. What am I going to give now? I'm doing 47. I'm basically doing 46. I'm doing life. I've given everything for the cause that I can give. Yes, he can go in there and continue to be a soldado and continue to shed blood, you know, for what his belief. But at the end of the day, where's that going to get him? I can't call it like an alcoholic. That's a decision that man made. Anyways, he was a true vato, a product of the Salinas streets, and this is how it ends up for so many. Now, there are some true soldados, some real ones, man, that are still with that program, still have that mentality, and to them, I say fucking the utmost respect. You vatos are fucking with that business. You vatos are crazy, right? But I respect it, homie. You know, anyways, I hope that you move fast with a purpose. I hope that at the end of the day, you get everything that you want coming to you. Remember, if you're really out there gangbanging in the streets, young bucks, Sasuke, be ready. You better knuckle up and buckle up, man, for to hit you. One time for your mind. If you like this, please hit that like and subscribe. This is Gunner's Profiles, where we profile daily. There is no yes, no's, or maybes. It's happening. Real talk. Or you can hit that thumbs down, heavy as the head that wears that bull's crown. We're going to continue to rock it backwards, sideways, forwards. It is what it is. But just know this, here on Gunner's Profiles, we will be forever forward with it. And like I said, the uniting of the raza right here on this channel definitely is real. If you don't know, now you know. Tap into Gunner's Collective, where I am boom bangling. Good videos every day. A product of my environment is what I am, man. And I continue to push forward in what I do. You know, whether you like it or not, it still respects the gun. Bang, bang.